All right, we are back. I'm still a little sick. I'm feeling better though. So what we have here is our fuel truck. I parked one outside just to save my map position. But we are here where it's snowing in Alaska. So let's hop into the garage. You'll notice I'm also using a controller. I decided I was going to try it out. Been enjoying the couch Snowrunner. Oh, this is the one that I wanted to start. Yeah, this one. So I'm still on PC. I'm just using this is a Logitech controller that I have. I'm not really sure I like it. It doesn't feel, I mean, it has the PlayStation feel, but I don't know. We'll see. So as you notice, we recolored, we themed our vehicles to be cold. Everything's blue because it's all frozen. But I figured it was a nice way to change things up. So I kind of set up some vehicles the way that I think I'm going to use them. I think we're going to keep the off-road tires on these for now. I don't know. Maybe we'll switch to chain tires. I guess we'll see how it goes. I'm definitely keeping the Scout tires with the Scout tires because snow is mud. And some of it's really deep. So I think we're going to just keep the mud tires. We're not going to do anything weird. And then we have the rest of our fleet. We have the twin steer, the tractor, the Corvettes, GMC fuel truck, and the Rescue Kodiak fuel truck are all here. I sold the P16. I decided it's time to get rid of it, and we were going to look and see if I wanted to buy something. But I really haven't settled on anything that I want to buy. Like, I don't want this one because it gets bad fuel capacity. This thing, I'm level 18, so like most things are unlocked. But these don't get, it's basically doesn't get doesn't get mud tires, right? Doesn't get mud tires, doesn't get mud tires. Scout vehicle, already have one, don't want that. Even though these things get really good fuel economy, but don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. Have one, have one. No mud tires again. We are going to buy one of these. We're not going to use it just yet, but I'm just going to buy one. The reason for that is we get its final upgrade on one of the maps here, and then we're going to be using it a lot. And we do need something better than the Chevy to tow Scout trailers with. And this is it. So maybe we'll use it right away. I don't know. We'll take a look. But we do want one of those. We don't want that because it uses too much gas. That one can have mud tires, actually. So gas is a thing, right? We could... So they changed this DLC. Now it is equivalent essentially to the P512 in tire, but it's still not all-wheel drive, which I don't know if I want to deal with. I thought about this thing, but it doesn't have a diff lock, which scares me a little bit for this zone. These things lack power. I just sold that. Don't want that. Don't want one of those. Definitely not going back to that. This thing. I don't think this thing can have. Can this thing have? Off-road, yeah. See, that's sort of the problem. And then the other thing I was looking for is, does it have, no, it does not, like a rooftop, like nothing has like the ability to put fuel on it. Not that. I feel like this gets bad mileage, and these don't have I don't believe these have mud tires either. I don't know. We're going to get one of these. And it also gets really bad mileage and has a really small fuel tank. But we'll probably end up using that one a little bit. We're going to get one of these as well. These ones are actually okay. It's just really heavy. So this is going to be like our replacement P16 for loading heavy vehicles, big trailers. It's kind of why I sold the P16, because we get a better version of it. We're not going to get that for a while. Then the other thing that obviously there's the Kenny, which we could go get from the other map, but we'd have to go transfer there and do it. We're going to get one of these. And then we're into Russian vehicles, which I don't have that one. I think I can go get this thing. Except it's low again. There's not a lot of gas. So, I mean, I'd have to, like, go to Tamir and buy one of these. And if I'm going to do that for anything, it's going to be for this guy in 2 levels. Which is probably, we are going to do this. So that's coming up soon. We're probably going to buy the Azov's bigger brother. And I kind of want to save for that. How much is that guy? It doesn't tell me. I think those are 150, 200,000. And then the other option was going to be... We don't want that yet. That one we don't have yet. This is a DLC vehicle that's okay, but for 200,000, I would rather just buy Zix, which is the other option. We could get these. This one is actually one that can do, for 80k, it's sideboard plus crane plus trailer. I don't know, though. And there's no extra fuel for this, though, no, either. I mean, it doesn't have a bad fuel tank, though. Yeah, I mean, this is what I would go with if it was anything. If I was going to buy anything right now, I think it would just be one of these. So, anyhow, let's play with this thing a little bit, see how far we can upgrade it. Gearbox. Off-road. Because it works kind of like a truck. This is the last upgrade. This is kind of why I don't want to use it yet. I mean, not like I can just resell the tires back. And it doesn't have off-road tires again, so you can't use the cool Scout off-road tires. So there is that. I forget which one is better. I feel like these ones were the OMD ones. Or I could just go with the old UOD 2s and just leave it that way. Yeah, why don't we do that? And then this one can have a Scout winch. Can have a snorkel. And then this guy. So yeah, there's a repair add-on, which makes it really heavy. But this is the one that I normally would run, where you just have an extra fuel tank. A little bit of repair, and then you can also put a crane on it, which is kind of wild, but... so there we go. Any cool paint jobs for this one? Ooh, that's wild. That kind of goes with the blue theme that we're doing. What about this one? That's what we already have. It's actually... Let's go with that one. So yeah, we're not going to use that just this second. We're actually going to take this guy and let's get to exploring. Because a lot of the things you can do on this map, you can do... Now, mind you, there is some stuff that we need scouts for, but there is quite a bit of it you can do with just off-road trucks, or in this case a heavy-duty truck. I decided to take the crane off of this thing just because the early missions are 2 slot things, and I don't really feel like messing around with the weight of the crane, just in case I feel like I need to tow a trailer. So this thing cannot do... That's sort of the thing that I'm looking for in vehicles now, is we're going to start replacing vehicles. I think that's the goal. But anyhow, welcome to Season 2. We are, I'm going to call this Season 2. Yeah, we need to be looking for tasks. There's one right there. Need to start picking up tasks. I gotta remember the buttons. Oh look, something I need to pick stuff off the ground. You know what? I think if we go left, yeah, this little path right here, I think takes us right to the watchtower. Let's go get that watchtower right away. I'll show you what I mean. Like, you can use off-road vehicles, and like this road is not icy, but pretty much the only places that are icy, there's a few little places off-road that we might maybe put the chain tires on the Lodestar, like after we get the raised. I'm gonna get stuck through here. Where is the path? Oh, okay, there it is. So this is sort of why I didn't want to take the Azov for everything, because there's a lot of, like, from what I remember of Alaska, a lot of like undulating roads. Oh hey, those are the things I need to pick up off the ground. Yeah, I found that playing with controller as well, I drive more carefully. That's kind of why I wanted to give it a shot. Plus this controller does have, I don't know if it actually does. Yeah, it does. Like the ability to apply different pressure to the trigger for throttle. And I feel like it just makes me drive more carefully. So we're going to give it around for a little bit. If I like it, we'll continue using it. See what this does once I start going fast. I think it starts to get a little slippy. Oh. Except when you touch the edge of the road. Yeah, it gets a little slippy. So yeah, I think that's going to be how we're going to play this, is we're just going to slow it down a little bit. Because things get a little sketchy if you start going fast on some of this ice. And there is a map later on that actually has some legitimate ice in it, but again, it's not anything super difficult. So yeah, this will be the first time I've ever done anything in Alaska with fuel management, so we're gonna have to think about that as we go as well. We do have, like I said, 3 fuel vehicles that can move around, and the roads are pretty good. Like, here's a little spot here that's not so good, but there is like winch points that can get you through it. Or we can always just, I mean, this is really close to the garage, we can just bring something to yank it through this. So the the news as of late, we got a release date. I believe it's, now I need to look it up again. March 5th? 3/5? Let me look it up. It's going to load up Steam. Snowrunner store page. That's not it. Expeditions. I haven't ordered it yet, but I'm going to. There's no question I'm not going to play this game. Yeah, March 5th, 2024. So next year. So coming out. A lot of people have done little quick reviews about the 2-minute information that's out. I'm not going to do one of those. I don't feel it's necessary. It's plenty of good videos out there from other people. So no need to make another one. So I think we're going to start some scouting. We're just going to park this and hit the right button. Get us to the garage. So I think we're just going to take this guy for now. I want to try this thing out in the snow anyhow. So let's look at the map here real quick. This path back here, I know there's an upgrade back here somewhere, and then there's also a task. And then I think there's another, maybe here or here. I guess we'll drive down this way, and if it's not here, then we can always just look up here. There's a couple of upgrades this way, and we'll figure out where we're going to go from there. So that's the plan. We're going to go behind the base here. In fact, let's just break through this fence. Sorry, fence. And we're going to use a lot of low gear. And the plan is to get through this snow. So this is something that we've gotten away from for a while. But Snowrunner tip of the day. Especially with scouts. You'll notice this with scouts. Like I'm going and the tires seem to be spinning. So if you drop it down to the next low gear, then you'll notice that it's going the speed of the tires. So like right now it's going too fast, so we're just going to keep it down. And that's something that you can do to help you move faster. So now I'm no longer slipping. I can bring it into the next higher gear. Ooh. And you can smash into rocks too. So that's is manipulating your transmission to make it so you're not slipping, especially in these snowy maps or deep mud. And that's kind of why I'm not a fan of driving in cab. I feel like it doesn't let you see if the tires are slipping, and it's really hard to feel if the tires are slipping. Yeah, let's just meander up this way. I know there's an upgrade up here somewhere. Okay. Let's not be leaning over on our side here. Okay. I gotta get used to controlling this one. The PlayStation 5 controller is definitely a lot more smooth than a, you know, $20 Logitech controller. So there is that. There we go. So the other thing we're going to do, I'm not going to be as bashful about. I mean, I know this was something. Oh, there it is. We set up rules in the beginning of not, you know, cheating and going to other zones. And I'm not going to like go out of my way to go to other zones to get vehicles and that kind of thing. But if I need to like go back to Michigan, since we've now left, we do have spare fuel there. So if we need to go back and get it, we're just going to go back and get it. I'm not going to not play the game, you know? And if there's a vehicle, now that we're going to be shopping for some of the different vehicles out there, and I need to like go to a Russian zone to buy it, I'm just going to go to a Russian zone and buy it. We're not going to play that game of, oh, we can't go there. We already broke that barrier buying the Azov 6. So we're going to continue to do so if we need something that we want to buy. Because I feel like we're in Tamir's sort of the same way. Like, we're going to get some really good vehicles there, but if we need to go back to a American zone, a North American zone, and buy a vehicle, which I don't know why we would, but let's say we would, we can, you know? And if there's still fuel in Michigan by that point, we can still go and get it, you know? So, I'm not going to limit... Oh, did I pass a turn? No, it's like coming up right here. I think this is where that quest is. But that's the plan. We're going to continue playing to have fun. And this was our roll of the dice vehicle. Ooh, this is a sharp turn. Why don't I go down that way? How about we just go that way? That looks a lot easier. It doesn't look that steep. Yeah, we can go that way. That was a whole lot easier. I'm trying to like navigate that turn. Oh, I forgot. I know what this quest is. So is this ice? This looks like ice. Let's see. Are we slipping? Not really. Maybe these tires do have a little bit of ice grip. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a fuel trailer, which kind of... I don't know, it's sort of a waste to turn it in right away, but... Are we going to really drag this thing out of here and then come back? I don't know. Oops. We gotta go down that path that we skipped. Oh, except I didn't track it. I'm gonna fall off this bridge. Let's get over this bridge first. Okay. Containers, no. Lost oil tank, that one. Yep, that's what it is. Well, it is what it is. I think we're okay. We can sacrifice one fuel trailer. I know there's more fuel on this map, including another big, huge, low saddle fuel trailer. Which we will probably go get at some point. And that can be our new base trailer. Yep. Okay, so the question is, how does these tires do on ice? Because we have to go back up the hill. Oh, shit. This thing can't tow trailers. The one downfall of this thing, it doesn't have a hitch. Stupid thing. Okay, well, winch. Let's see how good I am at doing winch. This is the most annoying part, is you have to like aim, and I still have the mouse right next to me, so I mean, I guess I can just use it, but like picking a winch spot, you have to like cycle through. Okay, let's see how this does. This is clearly ice. How do these tires do? Will it just slip? There's enough like snow on the side that I feel like it's just gripping on it. No, it's not really doing too bad. This is all ice. Here's some rocks, I guess. Maybe these tires do have a little bit of ice. I mean, it's definitely slipping, but maybe they can do some ice, you know? Like not completely useless on ice. We'll see. We'll see when we get to the next. There's a few more maps. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. We need to get up here and then do some turning. How's that sound? I don't really care if I drag this trailer off the side. It can follow up the side. It isn't going to yank me off. Okay. So let's at least fill ourselves up. Yeah, it's such a waste. Oh well. It's like 200 gallons I could have used on something, but... Okay, so we go back up to here, and we make a left and continue down this way. Oh, I think that's one of the new, that's one of the Alaska, not new, but you get to see one of the big trailers that we end up hauling somewhere, if I remember correct. Okay, let's go low. Slow it down again. I am going the wrong way. This is ice too. Let's see how it does up this. That's kind of why I wanted to take this, because I could have just slapped snow tires on the Lodestar and been fine. Yeah, it just climbed right up that. So either this isn't actually ice, or these tires have some sort of ice grip to them. Because normally if it was ice, you would just slip right back down it. Now mind you, this isn't like Imandra ice. But, oh, you know what? Let's go back the way we came. See if we can climb up there. I don't want to do this turn, because I think you can fall off. Let's go low. Regular low. Oh yeah, that's fine. So yeah, this is gonna be we're gonna do just fine here. I know it gets deeper in other maps and stuff, but this definitely, I know this map, I remember this map throws a lot at you. Like I remember when I first came here, I was like, man, this is intimidating. It's all this snow, and then you get in these deep pockets of mud like that are hidden with snow on top. And you can't see them, so like you have to like plan for it. I think there's like a huge mud pit up here too. We'll have to pick a path that's wise through that. Like that's really deep mud. So yeah, that's the plan though for the next few episodes, is we're going to be scouting mainly. Scouting and, you know, unlocking the necessary bridges. I think there's, this one's got a locked gate too, which we'll have to look into, get that unlocked. And there is actually a second garage on one of the maps. I forget which one, but, See, we're not slipping too, like if I put it into the higher one, we're just slipping. Yep, that works. And once you get out of it, then you just pick up the speed again. There's going to be a lot of that. This series is going to contain a lot of just going slow. Let's go see what's over here. I feel like there's a trailer. Oh, there it is. There's the big trailer. See if there's any tasks over here. Oh, this is a repair. This is a repair? No, this is a storage. What do we got here? Drilling spare parts. Yeah, look at this thing. It's another one of those big high saddle trailers. And we don't discover it, which means it is part of a mission. But that is going to be the name of the game here, is trying to be as fuel efficient as possible. We'll have to... I am going to use Map Runner a little bit. I am doing some of this from memory, because I did do at least the discovery parts of this before. I think, like... I know the Hummer's sort of like in the center of the map, like around a... like just past where we fixed that pipe. You make a left there, that's where the Hummer is. And we might use that a bit. I kind of want to try that out with these tires as well. I remember using the Hummer, and I feel like it got really good fuel economy. That was the one thing that it was good at. But it was always just kind of like limited by tires, like every Scout was. Maybe it'll be really good with these tires. It sort of opens up a whole new game, right? Like I kind of want to try out vehicles I haven't really played much, or oh wait, this is not the way I wanted to go. I think it's down to the left. I think it's like on the beach. If I remember right, there's a lot of those in here. And you're like in the water picking up a upgrade. Let's see. There it is. I kind of felt, I was like looking down there going, does that look like there's something down there? Because I saw those little boxes and I was like, that's something down there. I think we should probably, yeah, it doesn't look like I can get up that way. Maybe, I don't know. I think we'll just back up and go back up. I think that was the Hummer. I think that was the Hummer lift. I didn't even look at it. It's raised for something. But yeah, you basically get the last two upgrades for the Hummer on this map as well. If I remember correct. Besides for engines, which whatever. You never really want to use the engines on Scouts for the most part. But that could be another vehicle that could also tow trailers. And I don't think we're going to get rid of the Chevy. But it might not get used a lot. Oh, maybe we'll use it. It's got a special place in my heart. Unlike the Scout 800. That thing can stay sold forever. Don't need to try it with the new tires. I did actually on the old PlayStation, but it still tips over. Had a little bit of a cough there. Yeah, I can still mute the mic at least easily. Yeah, like I said, still finally feeling a little better, which is good. working its way through. This is looking pretty muddy. Let's stay on the side. And I'm, of course, going into deep stuff. Is that really the two things? I keep forgetting what button it is. That task is literally pick up those two things and take it to the port. That's not a very difficult task. We could do that one too. I don't think we're gonna, again, we're gonna not really like jump into doing tasks. We're just gonna get tasks as we see them. I think this is where it gets really muddy. There is some really deep mud in here. It's not quite super mud, but it's just muddy. Some places that most trucks you would just avoid it. Hug the side. I feel like they did a good job introducing you to all of the various difficulties in Michigan, right? And then if you follow the order, of course, Alaska's next, and they up it a little bit. Like, it's not... Yeah, this is it. This is the big mud pit. Let's just stay to the right here. We have trees in case we need to winch. Yeah, you don't want to go through the middle of this. From what I remember, this was like recover. You're just stuck. You bring another vehicle to get you unstuck, or you recover to the base. It's working on the side. Except I'm like hung up on a tree now. This branch is like holding me back. Forgot that I still have my quick winch button. That was not the sturdy tree. There was like a hidden not sturdy tree behind that I grabbed onto apparently. Yeah, we made it. So let's... have a little bit of cough. That's what let's take a look, see where we want to go. I think this is, yeah, this is the port. We could explore that way. And I think over here is the Royal. Maybe we'll go over that way. We'll go that way, we'll get this watchtower. Yeah, let's go that way. Let's go see what's this way. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like right up here is where the Hummer is. Like right in this water pretty much. But I want to get the upgrades for it first. I think this is where that big fuel trailer is. It's really easy to go get. See if there's any bridges. I think there's a bridge to the right. Like past where we fixed the pipe. We'll have to get that task because I don't remember what that is. And then, like I said, pretty much all of the tasks in here I've never done. Because this is when I started just getting upgrades, getting vehicles, unlocking some bridges, you know, doing what I had to do to get stuff, and then move into the next region. That's sort of what I did in my normal mode save. There is a bridge here. Let's see what this bridge requires. Is it service spare parts? I know where those are. Metal beams. So where are metal beams? Metal beams are from the factory up that way. Ah, okay. So we have to go through the top path probably to get to that. Can we as a scout, is this frozen? It is definitely not frozen. Is it shallow? No, it's not. How do we get across this? I don't think we do. Is there like a path behind us to go? That looks like pretty deep snow. I don't know if I want to for science that. What does this do? This goes around. It looks like a windy path around, doesn't it? You know what? Let's just go back this way. We'll go this way and see how much the fuel station is. See how much gas is if we need to buy it. And then I think there's like a deep rivery path through here. Oh, I bet you can come back through this way. Yeah, there's this little windy path that gets you through. Yeah, maybe we'll go that way. Let's just get there. Yep, so there's going to be a little bit of unknown exploration in these first few episodes, because again, I'm doing a lot of this from memory. I'm not trying not to use Snowrunner for most of it. Like I said, if I'm seeing things that I feel like I'm missing something, or if there's maybe at the end of each map, I'll just double check it to make sure I got all the upgrades. Sometimes there's like a hidden upgrade or two. Doesn't show up when you do the scouting, normal scouting. But we're just gonna play. In WoW news, we guild killed the final boss on heroic, so we have our ahead of the curve achievement that we completed. It was pretty quick. They're a bunch of pretty good gamers. No messing around. And then I did get some good upgrades this week. The vault was good to me. And it's a pretty terrible week for Mythic Plus, so I've been playing, I've obviously been sick too, but been playing a lot of and I did just get the PlayStation, so I've been playing a lot of Couch Snowrunner. I'm doing what I was just explaining, getting upgrades and moving on. I did purposely skip Alaska though, just so I didn't spoil it for myself. I was like, I don't really need anything from here, I'm just gonna go. Currently working on the unlock stuff for Tamir. So you have to unlock some maps. So $12 per gallon. $120. Sure. We're gonna fill up that way for this one. Even though I know we're headed towards a fuel trailer. Probably would have been fine. Here's a task. Ooh, did I miss a task? Was there? I feel like I should go back. Yeah, that's fine. We'll be through here again. I feel like there was a task at that gas station. We'll find out in the recording. When I'm going through editing, I'll see it and I'll be like, gosh darn it. Ah, yes. Okay. So this is deceiving. It's like, oh god, there's this really deep water. What do I do? You just drive through it. It's totally fine. Like the surface underneath is pretty solid. It's very cool though. Remember the first time I went in here, I was like, oh god, I'm gonna drown. I don't know what to do. Like, I'd never been like waded through water like this. Alright, so let's go left and see what this path, I believe this is the path that, oh, let's turn straight again. Yeah, see, it brings us back down. We can sneak through. I wonder if that little windy path, I don't wanna. Little windy paths are still kind of scary. I'm sure I'll be fine, but we'll just take this straight until we hit the road again and continue on the road that we were going to go towards the port. And if we happen to get the watchtower, we will get the watchtower. Oh, there's an upgrade right there. Alright. Question is, what's the best way to get it? Let's see. Can I get down right here? Ooh, that's sketchy. Yeah, that's pretty sketchy. I can probably make it down though. Let's get straightened out a little bit. Just gotta be careful coming back up. Come on. Ooh, that's a whole bunch of trucks. Engines. I saw the Royal in there. It's probably like a truck engine. That actually worked out better than I thought it did. I was like, that winch point is not going to work. It actually worked out well. Helped me turn and everything. Yeah, because down this way is for sure the Royal. I think there's an upgrade. We might have to look at the map runner. I have it up on the other screen. It's just covered by the Streamlabs window. I'm ready to use it, and just like I said, I'm trying to just resist. Pretty fun with the controller though. I'm liking it. I tend to move the mouse around quite a bit, and I don't know why I do it, but like I just like turn and look, and yeah, I'm like doing this constantly, and like I feel like when I'm watching it back, especially when it's fast motion, it looks a little jerky. I feel like this is probably going to be a little more smooth too. Okay, so we got that task. already, right? Yeah, that's just the other side. Okay. So you can get it from that way too. Yeah, let's just continue down this road. We'll visit the port. I think that's what's directly down this road. And I'm pretty sure this is where there's a fuel trailer. There's a big fuel trailer that we can have. It's more borrowed fuel. I don't know if there's any tasks over here. There's something right here. Oh, this is a pickup. Large pipe. Cargo container. Drilling equipment. Oversized cargo. So there's just big stuff here, which makes sense. It's the port. Where's that trailer? I feel like... Oh, I see it. Yeah, I remember there being a fuel trailer on this map. Ooh, this is something else too. What's this? Oh, trailer store. Okay. Let's just go discover this to make sure it is ours, not a mission. Yep, here it is. Okay. So we have an entirely full fuel trailer that we can use. Which that's good. Yeah, so far these tires seem to be handling ice. I feel like some of these roads get like a little slippy. Oh, is there a turn here that I missed? We need to go left. Yes, there is. I want to go that way. I just zoomed right past it because I was like, look, I can drive up the hill with these tires. Yeah, let's go. I think it goes around. See, like it's definitely like slipping a little, but like it's got some grip. So, oh, see, like right there, I was definitely slipping. It can make it up the hills at least. It's not the super slippery ice of the two very difficult. I forget the name of the region. It's Lake Coved and Amandra. First one, that's like whatever, right after Taiga if you do it in order. Or Tamir. And then there's Amur, which is the one with the Zix, which I've never gotten. Never actually went and gotten that vehicle. Just because it's the zone itself is like, I don't really want to do this. So someday we'll be there, and I always talk about these other zones like, oh yeah, we're going to be there at some point. It's like, yeah, that might be a few months away or not. Oh yeah, it's straight in front of me. Okay, so that's where the tower is. Let's see if we can get up this hill. This looks not icy, just very deep snow. Is there trees? Yeah, there's some trees. Looks like some breakable trees, but something we could do a little mini winching if we needed to. Yep, just use the slow speed. These tires are doing the work. There is some discussion to be had about maybe, I don't even know, like there's the need for having, like, if you have skinnier tires and then it digs through instead of riding on top of the snow, and then you get to the dirt layer underneath. And I feel like that would be a very realistic thing that would happen. So maybe these tires being extra wide is not good, but they have very good mud ratings, so that it is good. It's still fine. Oh, we found an upgrade location. Okay, so... Oh, okay, so it uncovered it for us. Good. So let's go get that. Let's go get whatever that is. I remember this spot is also really muddy. And then we'll call it an episode because we're getting around an hour. So, partial... We talked a little bit about vehicles too. Spent some time shopping. Boy, even going down, it's just deep snow. So yeah, I'll have to figure out how I want to make the thumbnail. I think we'll just do season 2 or S2 episode 1. I didn't do it in the first series because I was like, well, you know, is it a season? Is it a region? Is it, you know, it's just Michigan. It's a new game, you know. Yeah, most of the scouting I probably could have done with, like, the Azov. And it probably would have been better at it still, sadly. These tires are very good. They're way better than I remember Alaska being. But yeah, it was one of those things that I almost immediately discovered that just using a truck, like a full-size big truck, was better. And all of these paths are pretty wide. There's a few that you definitely need, like, it's very skinny. Like that little back path that we took up behind the garage. You're not going to be getting a most full-size view. Ooh. Yep, that's how I remember this. Okay. So let's just stay. Ooh, let's just not tip. We do have a scout winch at least. Okay. I think we marked our path to the upgrade. Yeah, this is really muddy. This is just like a big mud pit. Can we sneak through these trees? Stay on land? Yes, we can. I see it right there. Even though doing this is also questionable on this map, because you could encounter oh no, I can't. It doesn't look like too deep of water, so I guess let's just plunge in and see what happens. Just not super fast. Yeah, it's not too deep. It's very muddy though. Good thing there happens to be a winch point right there. What is this upgrade anyhow? All-wheel drive for the cat. Okay, I'll need that. That's the cat that I think it is. It's another vehicle we get. We get 4 vehicles? 4 vehicles on this. They're all pretty good. This is probably the least useful one. I don't think I've used the Royal that much just because it's like very tippy. It's like top heavy, but maybe we'll use it as, maybe we'll replace it as a fuel vehicle. Because I think it's got all-wheel drive. Maybe that's what we'll do with it. Okay, so where is it? It's to the right here. We gotta get across this muck. Come on. Stay. We'll get there eventually. I feel like this is not progressing well. Alright, mouse time. I know there was a winch spot right there. Actually, let's, before we slide into the swamp, let's do that. It's not a hard winch point. Okay, why can I not click you? Is that a hard winch point? It is. That's what I needed. Something that doesn't suck. I'm like stuck on something. Come on. It's like slowly moving, but the front is like stuck on something. I'm just slowly dipping into the, there it goes. Whatever I was stuck on, I'm no longer stuck on. Oh, the stupid tree is in the way. I think it's just like, right, yep, I see it. Now, if I remember right, this thing is one of those, like, I'm damaged vehicles. So we might just recover it. Let's just see. Stop. Yep, it's pretty busted. Alright, let's, is it? Yeah, it's a 5,000. Yeah, it's fine. Hey, what do you know? It's the correct color scheme for everything that we've been doing. So, do we have all the upgrades for it yet? We have an engine. Oh, that, like, drops the fuel economy way down. Yeah, whatever. Like I said, I don't think we're going to use this a ton. Off-road gearbox. We do get the raised suspension at some point, so we're not going to buy tires just yet. Has it got off-road? It's got off-road. Well, that's cool. I actually have one of those already. We're not going to put them on, though. We could just put chains on it. Oh. No diff lock. But it does have all-wheel drive. And I don't even have to buy it. So that is definitely a better than the Transtar fuel vehicle. So we could just use it as fuel vehicle. Probably more stable too. Even though it's not super stable, but has a lot of the abilities to put on add-ons on the back. Yep, you could put fuel tank on. So yeah, I mean, we'll use it. I'm not going to get rid of it, but it's just going to have room in the garage for another vehicle. Yeah, let's just put this in storage. Retain. Okay, so that's where we're going to end it, though. Let me get back out to my Hercules. Get it out of this mud pit. But as always, like, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully the next one I won't be so hoarse. Slowly getting better, like I said. But we will see you guys in the next one.